Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jagrit, and this channel is all about making blood donation normal, accessible, and understood by every single Nepali. We are on video 5 today, and we are covering something that doesn't get talked nearly enough: rare blood types. Most people know their blood type is something like A positive or O negative. But very few people understand what that actually means, why certain blood types are critically scarce, and what happens to a patient in Nepal when a rare blood type simply cannot be found in time. I want you to pay close attention to this video because if you have a rare blood type and you are not donating regularly, this video will show you exactly why your blood is more needed than you probably realize. Let's get into it. Understanding blood types. Before we talk about rare blood types, let's quickly understand how blood types works because it is simpler than most people think. Every human being has one of 8 main blood types. They are determined by two systems, the ABO system and the Rh factor system. The ABO system classifies blood into 4 groups: A, AB, B, and O, based on the presence or absence of specific proteins called antigens on the surface of red blood cells. Type A blood has A antigens, type B blood has B antigens, type AB blood has both, and type O has neither. The Rh factor system simply determines whether you have a specific protein called the Rh antigen on your red blood cells. If you have it, you are Rh positive. If you don't, you are Rh negative. Combine these two systems and you get the 8 main blood types: A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive, and O negative. Now here is where it gets important. These 8 blood types are not equally distributed across the population. Some are extremely common and some are very rare. And when a patient urgently needs a rare blood type, finding a matching donor in time can be a matter of life and death. This is not an exaggeration. It is the daily reality of blood banks and emergency departments across Nepal. Blood type distribution in Nepal. Let's look at how blood types are distributed specifically in Nepal because this directly determines which types are the hardest to find when a patient urgently needs them. In Nepal, the most common blood type is B positive, followed by O positive and E positive. Together, these 3 blood types account for the vast majority of the population. AB positive is moderately common. These 4 positive blood types are relatively easier to find donors for, though shortages still occur regularly during festive seasons, school examination periods, and times when donation camps are less frequent. The negative blood types are where real challenge lies. A negative, B negative, AB negative, and O negative are significantly rarer in the Nepali population. Among these, O negative is both the rarest and the most critically important, and I will explain exactly why in a moment. Because negative blood types are so uncommon in Nepal, blood banks frequently struggle to maintain adequate stocks. A patient who needs B negative blood after a road accident at 2 in the morning may have to wait hours while family members frantically contact everyone they know trying to find a matching donor. Doctors are calling blood banks across Kathmandu, nurses are posting emergency requests on social media, and all of this is happening while a patient is lying in the hospital bed, losing precious time. This is a real situation that happens in Nepali hospitals far more regularly than most people know. And the solution is simple: more registered voluntary donors with rare blood types who can be contacted immediately in a crisis. Why O negative is called the universal donor? You may have heard the term universal donor associated with O negative blood. But what does that actually mean and why does it matter so much? O negative blood has no A antigens, no B antigens, and no Rh factor on its red blood cells. This means it can be safely transfused into a patient of any blood type without triggering an immune reaction. The recipient's body will not reject it regardless of their own blood type. This makes O negative blood absolutely critical in emergency situations. When a patient arrives at a hospital unconscious after a serious accident and needs immediate blood transfusion, there is no time to test their blood type. Doctors need blood right now, within minutes. In these situations, O negative is the blood that is used because it is safe for everyone regardless of their blood type. Every hospital emergency department needs a reliable supply of O negative blood at all times. Because O negative donors make up only a small percentage of the entire Nepali population. Maintaining the supply is an enormous and ongoing challenge. Blood banks in Kathmandu regularly put out urgent requests specifically for O negative donors. If you are O negative, you are extraordinarily valuable as a regular blood donor. Please do not take that lightly and please donate. AB positive, the universal plasma donor. On the opposite end of the spectrum, AB positive is known as a universal recipient, meaning people with AB positive blood can receive red blood cells from any blood type. However, AB positive donors are equally important because of their plasma. The liquid component of blood can be given to patients of any blood type. Plasma is used to treat trauma patients, severe burn victims, patients with clothing disorders, and those experiencing major blood loss during surgery. AB positive plasma is universally compatible, meaning hospitals specifically seek AB positive plasma donors. If you are AB positive, while your red blood cells can go to other AB positive patients, your plasma can help absolutely anyone, and that is a remarkable thing. Beyond the 8 extremely rare blood types. Now here is something that most people don't know. Beyond the 8 main blood types, there are actually hundreds of additional blood group systems that classify blood further based on their different proteins and antigens. Some combinations are so rare that they occur once in a million people, or even fewer. One of the rarest blood types in the world is called Rh-null, sometimes referred to as golden blood. A person with Rh-null blood has absolutely no Rh antigens on their red blood cells whatsoever. This makes their blood compatible with any Rh type, making it extraordinarily valuable for patients with extremely red blood types who cannot receive standard blood donations. However, fewer than 50 in the entire world are known to have Rh-null blood type, making it almost impossible to find a donor when one is needed. Another example is the Bombay blood group, also known as HH blood type, which is extremely rare globally but slightly more prevalent in South Asia than elsewhere in the world. People with Bombay blood type can only receive blood from other Bombay blood type donors, making them one of the most vulnerable patient groups where a transfusion is urgently required. While actually extremely rare types like these may not be encountered frequently in most Nepali hospitals, they highlight a critical point. Blood is far more complex than most people realize, and the compatibility goes well beyond simply matching the 8 blood types. This is exactly why blood banks maintain detailed records of donors and why building a large databases of registered voluntary donors is so important. The larger the donor database, the faster a rare match can be found in a crisis. What to do if you have a rare blood type? If you have a negative blood type, particularly O negative, B negative, or AB negative, here is what I want to tell you after watching this video. First, donate blood regularly. Every 56 days, walk into your nearest blood bank and donate. Your blood is disproportionately valuable and the supply is almost always critically low. Second, register as a voluntary donor within your local blood bank. Give them your name, contact number, and a blood type so they can reach you directly in an emergency when a patient urgently needs your specific type. Third, encourage others with the same blood type to donate. If you know someone who is OB negative or B negative, share this video with them and explain why their donation matters so much more than they probably realize. And fourth, know your blood type. If you don't know yours, you can find out for free at any other blood bank in Nepal by simply walking in and asking. It takes 5 minutes and information every single person should have. So to recap, blood types are not equally common and negative blood types are significantly rarer in Nepal. O negative is the universal donor in emergencies where there is no time to test a patient's blood type, and it is almost always in critically short supply. AB positive plasma is universally compatible and equally in demand. And beyond the 8 main blood types, blood is far more complex than most of us ever think about, which is why building a strong community of regular, registered blood voluntary donors is so critically important for Nepal. If this video taught you something new, please share it with someone today and drop your blood type in the comments below. I would genuinely love to see the distribution among everyone watching this channel. Subscribe because in the next video we are talking about something very practical. How to find blood donation camps near you in Nepal and how to connect with donors quickly in an emergency. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.